Warning.
This podcast may contain spoilers for film and television, and it will also contain explicit content.
Fuck yeah!
Welcome to the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. My name is Henny G, and this is my buddy Milz Mignon, and we are here on the Macbeef-Banquet podcast, episode number 36.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Episode 36. Can't wait to get started.
I feel like episode 1 was just 35 weeks ago.
Feels just like it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I have no idea how we've made it this long.
Nice.
Can you close the door?
So, Miles, this week... Hold on. Pause for dramatic effect.
So we're here.
Oh, he is. Oh, he's in the room already. Okay, sorry. So we may get interrupted by a kitten every once in a while because Connor and I got a new kitten.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stay in here. It's fine.
Okay.
He's just chilling.
I'll leave the door open.
All right.
That's fucking cute.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Hell
sorry
yeah.
about that.
We got an audience member.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is...
Eli or Elijah, but we just call him Eli.
Yep. So.
Excuse me. So yeah. 36 of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah, man.
And we definitely didn't watch a movie this week at all. No,
We watched,
sir.
Actually, because we watched two movies. We watched two movies about some people that were at their homes and their lives got interrupted by unwelcome guests. And one of those was those were called the guest and the gift. And one of those was, I think, Oscar worthy, and the other was called The Gift. # roasted. No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, no. We watched The Gift this week with. Oh my gosh! I just got a notification.
Oh shit! Is it How Fucking Hot I Am?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. It's exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing.
Figured.
But yeah, no. Anyway, we watched The Gift. Came out in 2015, and starred Jason Bateman, Joel Edgerton, who directed it and wrote it as well, and Rebecca Hall, Alison Tolman, David Denman was in it, which I didn't know about that, which was awesome. And yeah, Miles, what did you think?
I thought The Gift was wickedly smart and playfully subversive, challenging the audience's expectations while leaving them leaning on the edge of their seats.
Wow,
That's what I thought.
That's a very top-notch critic review, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
It sounds almost like you read it from somewhere.
From Rotten Tomatoes, perhaps, but no, that was all in my brain just now. Definitely not read off Rotten Tomatoes. No, I actually really enjoyed it. It was really good. I definitely saw like one or two of the turns coming. A few of the twists.
Yeah.
Twists of the nips. But besides that, the ending I was not expecting, I think.
Sure.
It was really good, though. I liked it a lot. Like the fact that the Jason Bateman is like kind of the bad guy, but not really. Like half bad guy, I guess.
Right. Like I was gonna ask that. Like, do you think he's a good person? I guess.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
You could definitely see. I knew it from when he was at. I already forgot his name. When Simon was at Gordo's quote unquote house.
Mm-hmm.
He was being an asshole, and I was like, wow, this guy really is an asshole. I hate him already.
Yeah.
So,
his whole weird thing he did with his finger and his penis sort of. Yeah.
And then you wrote scratched out Gordo and put weirdo on his.
Yeah.
Like who fucking does that?
You fucking asshole. Like, yeah, what the hell?
It's your own house, but still, you don't have to be an asshole.
Right. I don't know.
But yeah, it was good. I mean, I didn't expect the him to be a bully, and I mean, I figured when the bygones be bygones thing when they first mentioned that, I was like, okay, yeah, he's probably the bad guy in all this.
Yep.
But it was good. I really liked it. It was
Yeah,
a solid film.
There were definitely some very good points I wanted to mention. So, like you, I think I saw some turns coming. I think because of Old Boy, I was able to sort of guess at what happened at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
And I kind of solidified that for me when the baby was born, because I like paused it for a second and then I realized we had like 20 minutes left. So I felt like there was another and I felt like the way it was going, there was another twist coming.
Yeah.
And so I kind of that solidified my ideas, and I was actually kind of nervous because when
He sees the box.
with the gifts and everything in it, and
Jesus.
I was like, yeah, all right, because like I wasn't able to guess it when like right from when she passed out or whatever, but like obviously because that would be crazy, but yeah, and then
so you think that it was actually Gordo's?
I don't know. Well, I was wondering about that, if that was a possibility, and then I realized that they were just going for like the more psychological, just sort of torture of Simon.
See, what I think what it was that like when he kind of when he fell kind of at the end, not fell, but like leaned back and sat down. I think that was him kind of seeing the baby's eyes.
Yeah.
And kind of seeing like, oh, this has got to be Gordo's. That's what I think.
Okay, sure.
I mean, that's just my opinion, but I don't know.
Well, and I think I read somewhere too that Joel Edgerton wore brown contacts, and to sort of give off the possibility, I think that it might be his, because I think the baby had brown eyes or something. I couldn't really tell, but
yeah.
I was also watching it a little bit further away.
Yeah, I couldn't see the baby's eyes either. I just kind of assumed that that's why he fell over, kind of.
Well, yeah. Well, and the other thing, too, that was really interesting, I think, was its use of color, the film's use of color. Mm-hmm. And it was very interesting because the whole time, you know, what was the color that represented Gordo was red. Because, you know, all of the bows on his presents were red. You know, even, you know, when she, what's her name? Rebecca Hall's character, Robin, when she's, like, having that baby shower and it's the one from her friend. It's like, oh, this one's for me. And it's got, like, a bow on it, you know, and she has that reaction. And then even the cards, the envelopes are red. And then at the end, she's actually wearing red, too, which I thought was kind of interesting, considering, you know, after he sort of got introduced into their lives, there was like this split, you know.
Yeah.
You know, she was sort of finding out who he really was, her husband, Simon. And interestingly enough, Simon at that point is wearing blue, which is very interesting because she's wearing red and he's wearing blue, and it sort of shows that the divide. I thought that was kind of cool.
Wow.
So there was some,
that.
Yeah. After being in film school, I started to pay more attention to how they use colors. So it's kind of interesting to talk about and think about. I'm sure there's all sorts of subtle tricks, other tricks too you can use, but that was one that I noticed, and I thought that was really interesting. Acting was great. Joel Edgerton, like I said, directed and acted in this, so I'm sure he had a very interesting way of doing things, and I'm sure he did a great job because he, you know, just watching it was great. They definitely had a good sense of their psychological sort of thriller tropes, you know, because I mean, as far as like sort of a systematic formula for psychological thrillers, I mean, they hit some made points on it, you know, and it starts off with the sort of introduction of sort of this incident that, you know, sort of starts this situation that they're in, and then they're trying to figure it out, and you know, she's piecing together the puzzle a little bit. About halfway through, she starts figuring it out, you know, and then by the end, we're sort of in this new territory where, you know, we get the last piece of the puzzle that just sort of like, oh shit, you know, that old boy moment, you know, I like to call it.
Yeah.
Because so no, it was really great. I think they definitely hit the nail on the head. So
yeah, I couldn't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, maybe that's something to do with I knew the monkeys thing was gonna come up later.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna have more of an effect, but still, that was like really creepy.
Yeah,
when he's you know, filming that or whatever.
Yeah, when he's doing what he's
with
doing.
the mask.
Yeah. Yeah. And the only other time we noticed the monkey too is in that house that he supposedly owned, but obviously didn't.
Yeah.
Because it was in the kid's bedroom. I think I saw a monkey. And yeah, interesting stuff.
I just saw a really cool poster for The Gift that wasn't even the U.S. poster. I believe it's for Thai. Yeah, it's the Thai movie poster, and it's like one of those like vase. Is it a vase or is it two people looking at each other pictures?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? And one side
Yeah.
is Gordo and one side is Simon, and it looks really cool.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's the other thing too, is they sort of look a little similar. I mean, obviously there's some major differences, but
yeah,
they do look a little similar, which is interesting.
I thought that Gordo was gonna try and make himself look like him, maybe, but
Right.
it didn't happen, obviously.
Yeah. So basically, between this and Old Boy, I think we've learned that if you have wronged anyone in high school, just go back and say you're sorry, man, because they'll ruin your life.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, the question that I actually wanted to ask was, this definitely doesn't seem like your type of movie. Can I ask like why you picked it, or?
Well, I was looking at, I was looking at sort of changing it up from what the past few movies have been. I hadn't seen it, but I've talked about it too with some friends, and the idea of sort of psychological thrillers like this, and like I mentioned, like Old Boy, where it's sort of got some interesting twists to it. I thought would be interesting because I didn't know what they were, but my friends have talked about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my film school buddies, and it's that was kind of the main thing, is I wanted to hit on that again, since just change it up from like movies like Johnny Guitar that I've been watching and things like that. Not to mention the shows we've been watching too. I've been watching Dave and Dev's and what was it? Community. So very easygoing shows, and stuff like that. I mean, Dev's is a little different from the other two, but you know what I mean. So yeah, and so I just kind of wanted to change it up a little bit, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just wondered because
yeah. What's my kind of movie, Miles?
Movies that you like.
Indeed, that is true.
Horror movies are not your type of thing. That's why it seemed more like a horror movie. That's why I was like wondering that, but it turned out to be more of a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thanks for picking that movie. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I appreciated it too. It was pretty on point. Do you think that Gordo took the dog?
I think so.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, here's something that I think was kind of funny. When the dog comes back and Simon's like looking at him, they say a line. It's like it was him. It's him, isn't it? And I was like, did Gordo turn himself into a dog?
Into a dog. Well, what's funny is I thought that same thing when Robin is looking at the dog.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Where did you go?" And he's just like staring at her. And I'm just like, did Gordo put his mind in the dog? Because what I thought too was that maybe like Gordo had taken. I figured that he had taken the dog, and that maybe he had put something like on his collar or something to record them.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing too is I kind of suspected that he was, because like I had assumed it was his house, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they were having the dinner party at, but I assumed that like he had recorders or cameras or something.
Oh yeah.
And
definitely.
so it's like, yeah, they're totally getting recorded right now. Like,
yeah, especially when he says something so incriminating.
Exactly. It's like, dude, idiots. Yeah, but either way, interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, you think he was planning it from the beginning, Gordo?
I feel like, I feel like he was.
Because he was recording, so I'm just wondering.
Yeah, like he definitely had the plans in place. Now, whether or not he was willing to let bygones be bygones,
Mm-hmm.
is up to interpretation. Because maybe even if he had been nice, he still would have done it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that maybe it's possible that he would have let up if they had been nicer to him, or he had been nicer to him. Simon specifically, because Robin was sort of more easygoing and forgiving.
And nicer, yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely showed, more compassion. So, I don't know. But, I could kind of tell because when he's talking to Simon on the phone at the end, and then he sort of like passes off to the other hand. I figured the sling was fake, and when he took it off at the end and just threw it aside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Although it was kind of weird that he just left it there.
Yeah, I know he didn't take it with him or anything.
Like,
I mean,
also, there was one thing that kind of ruined the sort of final like note for me, which was like DNA testing is a thing, so like he could find out.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, if it was Gordo's, I mean that would still be horrible, and they'd have to deal with that. Not to mention the family seems splintered at this point.
Yeah, as it is.
But anyway, yeah, like I don't know. I was like, that's there's sort of a way to
find out.
To know. You could figure it out if you had to,
Yeah.
But anyway, so the other thing too, his job.
What does Gordo do?
No,
or
actually,
what Simon's job?
I thought it was interesting how they used that because initially, sort of when we found out at the end that he got fired or whatever, I was like kind of like disappointed because I was like, oh, they're just using it as another way to like reinforce that he's a bully. But then the guy attacks his house, and then he gets fired.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really interesting because like I don't know, just the way that they went about it was very interesting.
Yeah.
Because you find out too that he got a file. He had a file on Danny too.
Yeah, you
competitor.
kind of figured that he was setting him up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So kind of. Yeah. I don't know what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Well, yeah, it was very interesting how they used that. I think at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I was initially disappointed, and then I was like, oh, actually, that's really clever. So.
Yeah.
Because it just sort of tears him down and leaves him in this messed up place at that point,
Yeah. Where do you go?
Yeah. How to sort of deal with that. So.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Well, all right. That was a good movie.
I think it's safe to say we liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. So today, what do you want to do?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, yeah. What do you want to
Yeah.
do, Scooby-Doo?
Trying to keep the rhyme going. Let's start off with some questions, man.
Questions? Alrighty.
Yeah. Questions, and then some comments, and then some concerns, and then we'll be done.
Leave your comments,
Forever.
questions, concerns. Is this getting... That's weird.
Yeah, I know, right? So odd.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I guess whoever has the article just keeps updating it, because now it used to be 55 questions. Now it's... Oh, yeah,
70?
'cause it says April 9th. It's 71.
71? Well, we can ask questions forever, Miles.
Oh, yeah, I mean, even if we do finish this one, we can always find another one, so...
Mm-hmm.
That has different questions, hopefully.
Yeah.
I just gotta scroll through. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
One? Jesus Christ. We answered what's your favorite dessert, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I think we talked about that. That one sounds familiar.
You like roller coasters?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Okay. This is literally the same. Oh my god. The question is, what's your most embarrassing moment? But it was also the very first question that's at the beginning of the list. So.
They recycled them and hope no one would notice.
Yeah. Let me go back to the beginning and see what it says. What embarrasses you the most, or what's been your most embarrassing moment? Yep.
Yeah. They asked us. Those mother truckers.
Okay. Then 46. Do you believe in soulmates?
In soulmates. Interesting. I've never actually been to Seoul, so I don't know. But I'm sure if I go there, I'd find out. I mean, we could probably just ask someone who's been to Seoul, Korea.
Yeah. And do you believe in finding a mate there?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Do they have primates there? Monkeys, you know? Because if they do, I'm sure.
Seoul primates. Let's look this up. Are there primates in Seoul? Seoul. It's hard to say.
Seoul.
List of mammals of Korea. It's not. I mean, sure. I guess that works. Prosimians and simians. I feel like I've never heard the phrase. Not the phrase. The word prosimian.
Persimmon.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking for
Persimmon.
monkeys, motherfuckers. Where are the monkeys?
What's up, fuckers? Flag. Persimmon is a fruit, Miles.
Persimmon?
Yeah.
What about a prosimian?
Isn't that like a prequel to Alien or something?
I think you're talking about Prometheus.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Okay, here. They have one primate, a prosimian or a simian, that lives in Korea, and that is the human. I'm not even kidding. There's only one.
What a surprise! People live there.
Wait, hold on. It's preferred habitat, widespread, range throughout. Family hominidae. Okay, fucking stop going with this joke. Do you believe in soulmates?
Thank you for indulging that for as long as you did.
Yeah, you're welcome. I was interested.
Yeah. The idea of soulmates. Well, it depends, because like, what would you define soulmates as? Like someone that like you're destined.
Out of everyone in the world, there is someone that is for you. Yeah, I guess.
Someone that'll be there for you, like when the rain starts to pour.
No, it's not what I mean.
Okay, gotcha. I think that I guess I don't really necessarily, if that's what we're going off of. I mean, I don't think that necessarily there's like one specific person out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that everything happens for a reason, and I feel like that, you know, there are some things that are predestined, but I feel like you also have to take into account what you do and how you evolve and change as a person. And I feel like too, part of it is and I guess I'm not really one to talk because I haven't really had a whole lot of long term relationships, but like I feel like part of it is working with that person and growing and changing with that person. So you almost sort of grow to fit with that person a little bit more, I think, too, as time goes on, you know, because you get to know them and you find what, you know, works for both of you, you know. So yeah. I would agree. I think I used to believe in the idea of soulmates, but now it's kind of, you know, I read a book, what is it called? It was by Aziz Ansari. Okay.
I think it's called Modern Romance.
Modern Romance.
It's a really interesting read. I would definitely recommend it for you or anyone interested.
Wow, Miles, you think I need to read it? Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a pretty good book. But there's one part that, you know, really I've always remembered was the idea that there's two stages of a relationship. There's the beginning, which is, I don't remember exactly the words he called it, but, you know, essentially the honeymoon phase, which lasts for a few months, and then everything after that is like a more, hold on, I gotta fucking find it. It's like a friendship phase, but that's not what it's called.
Well, I think it might help too if like you guys are friends too, you know.
Yeah.
For the relationship too. Sometimes, like, you know, if you could, you know, build up a connection with that person, and then it evolves into that, you know, that probably works pretty well too because it's a good foundation.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I'm not finding it at all.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Modern Romance, an Investigation by Aziz Ansari and Eric Kleinenberg. It's probably Kleinenberg. I think I've heard the name before. It's a humor. It's humor. Is the
It's
genre.
it's pretty barely humorous, but it was still pretty good.
I hope so. I mean, it shouldn't be talking about arm bones. Because humor is an arm bone.
Jesus Christ, and I love the cover of the book too. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, let me look at it. I just put it up.
Sorry, it's taking forever. I'm just trying to find where it's where they talk about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, there's the honeymoon phase, the honeymoon marriage, and then there's the companionate marriage or stage, which
compassionate?
No, companionate, which is like you're.
That's what I said. Compassionate.
You're you're with a companion essentially.
Oh, okay.
Which,
Gotcha.
in a way, yes, is kind of what Connor and I have. We're more like companions, friends, but we do still love each other.
Exactly. And that's what's up.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Hashtag Yas Queen. Okay.
Next question. It is, what is your most hated chore and why? And I think we'll also ask, what is your favorite chore and why?
Dusting.
For which one?
Least favorite.
Least favorite?
Yeah.
Dusting, why?
I don't know. I just feel like you get. I just don't like having to deal with dust, man. Like, it's just so annoying because like I sometimes kick it up everywhere if I mess up, and it's just kind of like, ugh, just feel so gross. I feel so gross afterwards. I don't know. Just not good, man. What about you?
I guess maybe dusting too. I mean, I don't really do it. I feel like we don't need to do it.
Sure.
But I'm trying to think because I do dishes. I fold laundry. I guess scooping the cat litter is kind of a chore I don't really like a lot.
Sure.
But it only takes like 5 minutes, so it's not that bad. And for like dishwashing, I just listen to music or whatever when I'm doing it, so it makes it go faster.
Too. Yeah, or when I'm sweeping, I did the same thing.
Yeah. I take out the trash and vacuum, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So I guess chores, like, you only really hate chores if you're a child.
Yeah. Well,
chores nowadays are just kind of part of life.
And like the thing too is like, you mentioned listening to music while you're doing like dishes and stuff, and like that's what I do. And like it's almost like a way to like just a time to like sort of self-reflect as you're doing this stuff, because like it's so easy that like I know how to do it sort of on autopilot, Yeah. And I can sort of think about other things in the background as I'm doing this or whatever, And so it's kind of nice actually. I actually kind of enjoy cleaning sometimes, especially vacuuming.
Oh yeah, so, there's a certain feeling
satisfaction,
of cleanliness and satisfaction. Yeah.
Yeah. Pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. Next question.
What's
your favorite holiday and why?
Christmas. I don't know why. Just something about that. It's just really fun. Although I don't know why. I don't know why I said I don't know why, because it's really a fun time. I don't know, just something about the winter time and the magicalness of Christmas, and it's pretty great. Plus it's close to my birthday.
Oh yeah.
And yours too.
Probably mine would be like Halloween first and then Christmas.
Halloween is pretty great.
I think my favorite part about Halloween is the candy plus watching scary movies. That's like my favorite part to do.
It's like your bread and butter, dude.
Yeah. Well, Christmas is fun too. I like getting gifts. I also like giving gifts too. Like a lot more recently, the past few years, I just love giving gifts.
Yeah, it's great.
Makes you feel good inside.
Doesn't it? This is the best, dude.
All right, next question. When you can't sleep, what keeps you up at night?
Thinking about anything, literally. Like I'll think. I guess the most common one. Would you shut up? The most common one would be, thinking about things I have to do the next day. I think I've mentioned this before, maybe not. But like, I feel like I mentioned it to you at least, whether on the podcast or not. But like, I think about things that are going on the next day, and sometimes I sort of like worry about them, and as a result, I don't get to sleep because I'm thinking about what I have to do in the morning, basically. Yeah. So like, and that's part of the reason I stay up so late sometimes. Is because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And if not that, I'm just thinking about various things, and my mind just sort of like likes to wander when I'm hanging out, laying in bed. So
Yeah. For me, it's a lot of like, I think I have a very wild imagination, so I'll just like think of stuff while I'm sleeping or trying to sleep anyway.
Yeah.
And sometimes probably like my least favorite thing is I'll actually think of like sometimes good film ideas or something, and I won't write it down because that'll require me to turn a light on and stuff.
Yep.
So I just don't, and then I forget them.
Yeah, I get that too. It's like the same thing for me, but with dreams. I want to write them down, but like as soon as I wake up, I forget them.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be really good at it, but like ever since I've been like downstate and working on schoolwork and stuff, I'd have to get up right away. And normally I'd set an alarm and sort of get up at a slower pace, and I could remember my dreams and then write them down. But recently, I've been doing as good a job of it. So
yeah, I just have such weird dreams. I don't think anyone would want to watch a movie of those.
Right. Well, I think like for me, it's just fun to sort of study that and sort of what I'm thinking about subconsciously. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, burgers.
Next question. If you were an animal, what would you be?
If I was an animal, oh, that's a good question. I think I'd want to be an armadillo. It'd be really fun. Just roll myself down a hill.
Just whenever someone tries to talk to you, like, hey, we can't pay the debt this month, and you're like, roll up into a ball and roll away. You're like, nah, not today,
exactly.
Motherfucker.
Not today, bitches. Yeah, What would you do? Or what animal would you be?
Probably my favorite animal, which has always been a shark. I fucking love sharks.
A shark, hell yeah.
That'd be pretty awesome.
The predator of the ocean.
Every time you fucking bite something, your teeth would break out, and then you just grow new ones, because
hell yeah, man.
Sharks have like infinite teeth. It's pretty awesome.
Hell to the yeah.
And yeah, they're pretty dope. Yeah, I'm dope.
You ever seen Jaws? Like,
I have yet to watch it. I know. I know you have. I know you gave it to me. I just have yet to watch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should definitely watch it. It's really good.
I should.
If only just because of the work that Steven Spielberg did was great on that. But no. What was I saying? But yeah, no. Sharks are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They're the predators of the ocean. They're king of the waters, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or being a cat would be pretty cool too. Having people service you all the time.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you can probably have that happen when you're rich and people will service you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Gross. Okay. Yeah. So, a cat shark is what you'd be.
Yeah.
And
cat shark.
I'd be an armadillo. Do you have a specific type of shark you'd want to be? Like a hammerhead?
Probably a great white, probably.
Great white shark.
Great white.
Very cool.
Or a megalodon. That'd be cool.
Megalodon. That'd be dope. Or like a killer shark. No, that's killer whale. It's sort of it's like a shark a little bit.
Yeah, kind of.
And that has fins, and it's a fish creature.
I think they're mammals, aren't they? Killer whales mammals?
Actually, yeah, whales are mammals. Yeah.
Yeah, but are killer whales mammals? Killer whale.
They're whales, technically, right?
Species? Is that what I'm? Yeah, species.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. Part of the dolphin family, and yet dolphins are mammals.
right? Yeah. So they lay eggs.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, gestation period 15 to 18 months.
Gross.
I said period.
Oh my god. So dumb. Why did I laugh at that?
All right.
Okay.
Maybe one more question, I guess.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we ask 2 more questions?
Yes, actually, because
Okay.
I was
We'll
gonna
ask 2 more questions.
ask this. I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay.
If you had to create an alter ego for yourself, who would it be, and what would you name them? That is a little weird question, but
Yeah, that is kind of odd. Maybe Richard Cunningham after Austin Powers. I feel like that would be the name. I'm Richard Cunningham, and this is my wife, Oprah. So I probably that. or something like that. And then, or maybe something like one of those inappropriate names that we list off for the Kahoot.
Oh yeah.
Hey, would you blow me? And I guess I'd make him the opposite of myself. To where, like we mentioned previously, we talked about like how you and I are both sort of introverted. I feel like I'd make him the super suave, confident, like outgoing guy. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So that's probably who I would choose. He'd probably wear like a bathrobe all the time. I guess it's more like the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he the dude?
Or like what would it be? Like those like robes that like rich people wear all the time, sort of like a kimono.
Kimono.
Kind of like that, but like I don't know.
It's
Rich
just a
people in
robe,
America.
I think.
Is it just a robe?
I think it's just a robe.
Would it call it a bathrobe, or would it call it be like more like a decorative, just like dinner robe type thing?
Let's check
Let's
it out.
look it up.
Dinner robes a thing.
Dinner robes.
Dinner robes. Let's see. Are dinner robes are real? Dinner gowns? No, in Nigeria. No, I'm looking for.
Do you remember
rich robes?
That skit that Jimmy Fallon did for the release of Star Wars Episode 3, where like he plays Anakin, and he's like talking to Obi-Wan, and they just intercut a bunch of footage to make it like really stupid and funny, and he's like, wait. How long have you been listening, Obi-Wan? And why are you wearing my bathrobe? They're like circling around. So he's like, I noticed you got barbecue sauce in my favorite bathrobe. And he's like, you have done that yourself. And it's like, I think I would remember. I'm very neat, and I never eat barbecue. I absolutely don't eat barbecue, which is great. Anyway.
I think they're just
called ropes.
I guess so. I just looked up rich people robes.
Amazing.
And yeah, I guess
you know what I'm talking about, though, right? Like
I see. Yeah. I see.
Sort of decorative, ceremonial stuff that they wear.
I don't think it's ceremonial or anything, but
I don't know. Like for special occasions, you know. I guess ceremonial would refer to like a ritual.
It is weird though. They're wearing clothes underneath it.
Yeah. Well, I mean. Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't just wear a robe and nothing under it to a dinner party. You know what I mean? Just flash them and then run away. Like,
it is a little weird though. I mean.
Yeah, but it's like
it's either all or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't have to be. I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be pretty baller to do that, man. You know?
Baller?
You're running on a rope with clothes underneath. Hell yeah, man.
You want to suck balls, dude? That's
disgusting.
Hell
nah, man.
It's baller. I don't really have an idea for an alter ego. I guess I'll call him
Eli.
Biles Bowden.
Not Giles.
That's
Gory?
actually no, Giles Gory. Giles Gory.
Giles Gory.
That's me.
He's like the guy in the Crucible, but just more violent.
Yeah, I want to be exactly like that. Mm-hmm.
I just remember it because like we were in class and we talked about that, and I kept calling you Giles Corey, but then he got pressed to death by stones or something.
And then you stopped calling me that because I died in real life. Because I actually got pressed by stones in real life.
You're a ghost.
I am a
Who have I been recording the podcast with? I just go back and listen to all the episodes, and it's just me talking to myself.
That would be pretty funny.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, we can imagine. All right, last question for this week. Do you have any phobias?
I used to have arachnophobia. That's about it.
Used to, so nothing anymore. You're
I
clean.
sort of conquered it. Like I used to be like worried. Like I wouldn't sleep in my bedroom if I saw a spider in there. Like back when I was younger, and like nowadays I can just pick it up and take it outside. I don't really care as much, mainly because there aren't any big spiders around here.
Mm-hmm.
If I went to like I don't know, Arizona or like Australia,
or Texas, everything's bigger in Texas.
Or Texas, yeah.
Like if you were to like move to Texas, your penis would grow 5 sizes larger. Everything is bigger
because it was
Texas.
bitten by a spider.
Yeah.
Like in what is it? We're the Millers.
What if every time someone went to Texas, everything they owned just got like 5 times bigger?
Or basically we're at clown's juice.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Okay, sorry. So you used to hate spiders, but you used to be afraid of spiders, but
now not as worried.
Now they're just small and puny.
Insignificant.
Yeah. Yeah, I have quite a few phobias, I guess. Arachnophobia is one. I I distaste spiders very much. That's why I have 2 kittens for them to eat.
The spider
Eat the
doesn't taste
spider.
very good. Here, Eli, eat this thing.
I don't like heights. I'm afraid of heights.
I love heights. So you never want to go skydiving?
Probably not. No.
Aw.
I do it for the vine, but that's
Dude,
about
it'd be
it.
so much fun. I want to go skydiving sometime. It'd be really fun.
So here's the thing.
The idea of falling would be fun.
You want to? I'll just push you out of the moving car. I don't know.
How's that fun?
I don't know.
We're just driving around like a one of those parking ramps, and we're up 3 stories high. And you just push me out off the side.
No, I would do scary things if there was like reason enough behind it. Like if we were filming something, I would do it for.
We talked
for the
about
filming.
Roller coasters.
Yeah.
And you said you don't like roller coasters. Right?
Yeah, I've never been on one, but I don't like heights. Bridges. I have a rough time with bridges.
So like you didn't like
Jeff
Bridges when he was in Iron Man and Big Lebowski.
I think he has a brother, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Oh. I'll look it up.
Okay, look it up, Henry, while I discuss other things I'm afraid of. I think I'm pretty sure I'm claustrophobic. No. I guess I just get a little bit stressed when I'm in a tight space.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of clowns, so I'm cool on that front.
Bo Bridges and Garrett Miles Bridges.
Bo Bridges.
Anyway.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Bo Bridges.
I think insects in general I kind of have a problem with when they're on me or something.
Yeah. But when they're off you, you're okay with them?
Yeah, when they're getting off on me.
Get off me.
I don't think I used to kind of be afraid of dogs. Like that was a low-key thing. I used to think they'd attack me. And then one time I went to a friend's birthday, a quote-unquote friend, cuz I think at the time, okay, here some backstory here. We'll do a little bit of gossip on Miles Bowden here.
Cue dramatic music.
Dun dun, like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking that's all you're getting, fuckers.
Hold on.
Okay, he's getting the guitar. This brother, my Henry's getting a guitar. Look at him go. He's getting the guitar. He's got it. Oh, he's coming. He's coming all over it.
Ready, Mouse?
I'm ready.
Mouse? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll start playing the music and then you tell your story, okay?
Okay, so there was one time when I'll start at the beginning. I was in class and this girl comes up to me and she asks, would I want to be her boyfriend or something like that? I don't remember. Or do you think I'm hot or something like that? I don't remember. Mind you, I was in 4th grade. The guitar might be a little bit loud. I can barely hear myself think, Henry.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I'll pick it back up from the beginning.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure, like looking back now, I'm pretty sure she was just joking, pulling a prank on me. Either way, I think she felt bad, and she invited me to her birthday party, where they have a dog in a fenced-in area, and I saw it, and it was coming up to me or something. I don't remember how I got out there, but I somehow got out of the house and into the fenced-in area, and was scared of it, and so I started running in the fenced-in area, and the dog started chasing me, and so it, I don't remember exactly how it happened, but it bit my leg, bit the back of my knee, and then also like bit my shirt and possibly my arm. I don't remember exactly, but I was definitely the reason that it bit me. So that wasn't on the dog. That was on me. But yeah.
Crazy stuff.
And now I'm not as scared of dogs, but I think I am a little bit, just because they make me uncomfortable, I guess. Sure.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
But that's the story. Wow, what a great story.
That's the story about how your life got turned upside down.
Yeah. Also, I'll tell you something else that is a little bit incriminating. One time, you don't need to bring the guitar back, Henry. Put the guitar back, you mother. God damn it. Henry, put it back. I don't want to tell the story during that.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I'll make it more creepy.
It's not creepy, Henry. Stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
One time I was doing research for a project and I was like looking at pictures and I don't even know what I was looking up at the time. I think it was on ask.com. I think that's what we were using.
Was it pictures of coughing?
Huh?
Were you looking at pictures of coughing?
Coughing? No,
Coughing.
it wasn't pictures of coughing. I think it was marshmallows maybe. That might have been what the project was for.
Like marshmallow? Or like the person?
The
or
food.
Like... Okay.
The horse gelatin. You know what I'm you know what I mean.
Gelatin.
Either way, I was looking at pictures for that, and a picture of a woman standing in her kitchen, naked, holding loofahs over her breasts.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Came up, and I started like showing everyone, and I would like show everyone every single day. I think this is really embarrassing, but either way, I got in trouble for it.
You did, of course you did.
Yeah, and
you were showing it to everyone.
Of course.
Just imagine you get sent to the office, and you just like they're like, why'd you get sent to the office? And you're like, oh, I'm showing everyone this picture.
Well, I didn't print it out or anything.
Miles, not again.
I just looked it up and would show people, and then the principal like pulled me out of class and was like, "Do you know what you're doing?" And I was like, yeah, I think I do."
You're corrupting America's youth, you heathen.
I wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't. I think I did. I didn't get detention or anything like that. But it just got a stern talking to.
Nice.
To not look at naughty pictures at school. Just at home.
Just at home, yeah, by yourself.
Mm-hmm. And to send pictures of me jacking off to the school.
Oh my gosh, that's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
I don't know why the principal told me to do that, but that's what they said. All right, that's it for the questions.
Yay.
Did you want to do anything else or just move on to...
I'm okay with just moving on to the last bit here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. I've got a whole ton of questions here for you, Miles. Okay.
For what? What is this again, Henry? I forgot. What are we doing?
This is the little segment I like to call...
Actrivia.
Drop my pen. Okay. I'm out of breath. It's not the first time. Okay, no. Because I like to jog a lot. Anyway. Okay, so Miles, we have some questions for you today, and if you get them right,
who's we?
We being me, myself, and your mom.
Whoa.
Hashtag roasted. I'm kidding. She didn't come up with any of the questions. I did all the work. What a freeloader. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So, I have some questions for you, and if you get most of them right, then you get all of the hair that you lost when you got your last haircut.
Okay.
I collected it for some reason.
I mean, I did put it all in a bag when I...
Yeah, I took the bag.
Okay.
So, and you'll get it back and use it for whatever you want. You can tape it to the cats. You can use it to make a lion's mane. I don't know, whatever you want to do.
On the cats?
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So,
okay.
First question.
Queso.
Queso. I love some queso. Okay, now. You ready? Game face ready, man. Okay?
My game face is on. I'm turned on. We're all good.
I thought you were going to say you're hard. Okay. Question number 1. Robin stays in the hospital room 237, which is a reference to what horror film? I know you've seen it. I think you've seen it. Yeah, you've seen it.
Pretty sure.
I remember because we talked about it.
For the podcast or just on?
Not for the podcast, but we've mentioned it on the podcast.
Okay.
I might give you a hint if you can't think of anything, but it might give it away, so we'll see.
Yes, I think I would like a hint.
Okay.
Use one of my
sequel for
lifelines,
it
please.
Came out last year.
Okay. Shit. Is it
Nope, it is not the shit.
is it a comedy movie at all or just horror?
No, it's just a horror.
Okay. Not what I was thinking. 237.
I think it came out this year or last year. Pretty sure it did. Yeah. It definitely wasn't this year.
I definitely should know it, but I don't.
Okay. It is called The Shining.
Shining. Oh shit, man. Yeah.
No.
Shit, man.
Indeed.
Shit, man,
Room
to the rescue.
237. Okay.
Nice.
So, all right. Now, there was an alternate ending shot for the movie The Gift, in which I have a question about. That was a weird way to phrase it. In the alternate ending, did Gordo, we'll just say, take advantage of Robin or not? You have a 50-50 chance here. Think about it.
So you're asking if he took advantage or not?
Yeah, and if it's revealed that he did or not in the alternate ending.
Okay.
Which way do you think they took it?
I think he did.
In the alternate ending, he did not.
Oh.
Merely let Simon think that he did it, just like Simon, spread lies about him. Interestingly enough, I don't think it was revealed to Simon, obviously, because that would defeat the whole purpose. But yeah, he just let Simon think that he did, but he didn't.
Interesting.
Which I'm glad that they didn't go with that. I mean, I think it's more powerful this way.
Yeah.
Although
to the viewer as well.
Yeah. Although I would have been very relieved to find out that he did not do that, because either way, that's a horrible thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the next question: if you can get 5 of them right, I'll give it to you. Or no, we'll make it a little more difficult. 6. If you can get 6 of them, 6 out of them.
Okay.
Right, then I'll give it to you. Now, I did not include 2 things, and I'll explain why. But how many gifts did Gordo give in total throughout the movie? Now, I didn't include 2 of them because they're up for debate. One of which was the dog, returning the dog, and the other was the child, because it was still sort of ambiguous whether or not it was actually his kid or not.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was actually like I was actually looking at this question, or I made this out of a question on IMDb, and they actually included those 2 as
I would
gifts.
not
Here you go. I
consider
give you a
those gifts,
child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's 9 in total.
Okay. And I get at least 6. I'm good.
Yes.
Okay. So we have. Hold on. I need a drink. My throat's drying up. Okay. So we have the 4 at the end, which would be the it's like a carrying case thing for the baby.
Mhm.
We have the key.
Yep.
That he made for the house. We have the CD of the recording. We have the DVD of his recording. Wine bottle at the beginning. The fish food.
Mm-hmm.
The fish themselves. Oh man.
There were 2 more.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Shit.
One of them was very difficult to consider a gift as well, but like I felt like it was fine, as long as you got at least most of them.
Yeah, I wanted to try and get all of them.
So
'cause
there's one
Go
that
ahead.
if you remember, there's something that Gordo does when he first calls Simon at the end, when he calls him at the end at the hospital. There's something he does at the beginning, if you remember that.
I don't know. He
It was
does
a certain
reference.
sound effect.
The I think he made a burnt disc of Apocalypse Now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a weird gift.
Yeah. And then there's one more, which again I won't be surprised if you don't get it, because like it's a weird thing to consider as a gift.
Fixing the TV. That's not really a gift.
Nope. It was or yeah. Let me know
Go ahead.
if you-
Go ahead.
Yeah, it was the apology letter that he wrote. That they considered that as a gift, and I kind of felt like it wasn't really.
I thought it was
warranted
just
as a gift.
yeah. I thought it was just
yeah,
another
just more
one
of
of
a
his letters.
right. I mean, I guess he like left it for them, so you could qualify it that way. But like, still, I feel like it's kind of
Would the sticky notes on Simon's car be gifts as well?
right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Everything.
Although I guess maybe it was because it was wrapped in an envelope. I guess I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not really sure. This one is not really gonna count. This one is just more for funsies.
Bonus kind of.
This is just a bonus thing. Because we had some act trivia in the movie. Because Gordo asked a question.
Oh man.
And he asked, what was the name of the album famously introduced while admitted as testimony in the Tate LaBianca homicide cases in 1969?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Beatles' White Album.
Oh yeah.
The White Album by the Beatles. Yep.
Maybe.
And then these are also referred to as the what murders? I will accept two answers.
Bianca murders? I don't know.
They are the Helter Skelter murders, also the Charles Manson murders, because Charles Manson was sort of on trial for that. The Manson family did some fucked up shit back in the day.
So what did the album have to do with?
So it had to do with proving that he listened to them or something. Let me look it up. Just to make sure I have it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was because they wanted to prove that he had an obsession with the Beatles. So he had some. I guess he and the reason it was called Helter Skelter was because that was one of the songs, as which Paul McCartney wrote. It was like a sort of like a tribute to UK, like a UK fairground ride, which is called a Helter Skelter. It was a weird thing, anyway. And so yeah, so he sort of had like an obsession with them and their songs or whatever. So there's just sort of connecting that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know exactly what it proved, but yeah, it was important, I guess. All right. Willem Dafoe, he's a famous actor if you don't know.
Holy shit.
He learned to knit for what role?
That would be. Oh shit.
Think about
I'm
what
just gonna.
movies you've
What?
seen
Go
him
ahead. Go ahead.
Think about what movies you've seen him in. That's all.
How do you know? Like, are you how? The Lighthouse.
Yep.
Okay. Because I have seen The Florida Project, which was a really good movie, but I was
Yeah.
like I couldn't remember if he knitted in that one.
Yeah.
But no,
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it. And then next one also has to do with the lighthouse. In the lighthouse, the scene where Robert Pattinson's character gets we'll just call it excrement on his face is inspired by what 1998 film? It's a movie you've seen.
Birds?
Actually, no. I'll give you one more guess though.
Oh shit. Get it? Oh shit.
We've actually mentioned, or well, we sort of kind of we mentioned it earlier actually. And even mentioned something else related to it as well earlier in the podcast today. About to give it away. It's comedy.
Okay. I guess I don't know.
Well, it's The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski. See, I haven't seen The Big Lebowski in a while. I need to watch it again.
It is a great movie.
I don't even remember.
Sir Anthony Hopkins studied various files on serial killers and sat in on gruesome court cases in preparation for what 91 thriller film?
91 thriller. Anthony
Which
Hopkins.
he played a serial killer.
What?
Of course.
Oh, Silence of the
yeah.
Lambs, but...
Yep.
There was another movie where he played like a sociopath kind of.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It was it's the one where he has like a dummy on his.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but I have seen that one too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look it up real quick so I can.
Was it Hannibal?
No.
Okay.
It's not Hannibal. It was Magic. Magic. That's the name of it. 1978 film. Sorry. Okay. Continue. But I think the dummy's like a murderer or something. It's a good movie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. 78. Okay. Okay, doke. I think that was all the questions I had. Yeah, all the questions I had.
Nice.
Let's see. You got.
I woke up Eli.
You got 2 out of 6 right, so unfortunately you do not get your hair back.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
I need it.
I'm probably just gonna burn it, but
Dude, at
be
least
okay.
put it to good use.
I will not,
Why?
because I can't.
What?
I'm just like what's his name? Simon. And he's like, it's just, why'd you do that? He's like, 'cause I could.
Yeah.
With talking about like I think the spreading lies or something. Yeah.
Johnny telling lies. No, Papa.
Oh my god. Oh gosh.
Simon telling lies. No, Gordo.
Oh my gosh. That's great.
It's great.
Smash it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for trivia. Sadly, I
Yeah, man.
failed.
Yes. As always.
Yeah, as always, I do
I'm
fail
kidding.
quite a
You
bit.
win sometimes.
One time, I answered all the questions right, and that's it. One time.
One time. I'm gonna tell you one time.
One time. All right. So we have a movie for the first time in all of our years of podcasting. We're gonna be watching a movie for the podcast. I know, crazy, right?
Por primera vez en años. That's for the first time in forever. In Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
I had no idea what you were saying. So for next week's podcast, we're gonna be watching the film.
Really?
Oh
wait, hold on.
What? Oh God.
Okay, ready? Okay. Go for it.
Grave of the Fireflies.
Grave of the Fireflies. Isn't that one about fireflies that are in the cemetery or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well, never mind.
another anime movie. Came out in 1988, and it's about World War II.
7.
I think.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Cool. I love World Wars, Miles. They're so great.
They're so hot. Yeah, it's on Hulu if you wanna check it out. There's
What if they don't have Hulu, Miles?
yeah, unless you don't have Hulu, you should get it because there's a bundle with Disney Plus or whatever, or it's $5. It's not that bad. What was I gonna say? Henry, what was I gonna say?
How much you love the audience members?
I don't.
Yes, you do.
We don't have any, so I don't.
Yeah, you do. You have Eli.
Shit.
You son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
he is pretty cool. So yeah, watch Grave of the Fireflies. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say was that there's 2 different versions. There's the sub and there's the dub version on Hulu. So just make sure you're watching the right one.
Sub, right? Yeah. Subtitle.
Yes.
Or do you want to watch the dub version?
No.
You wanted to watch the dub version?
I like watching the sub version.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna watch the dubbed version this time, just for Miles.
Yeah. Dude, we're gonna get copyright infringement. Stop.
It'll be fine. I'll change it up a little bit. I'll make it. I'm just gonna make it a 1 note difference. It's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So we're
anyways.
watching Grave of the Fireflies. So let's say you're opening a gift that was left on your doorstep, and you open it, and guess what? Inside was a bloody head, and that headless that
Horseman.
bodiless head
Bodiless head.
speaks to you, and it says you can listen to the Macbeef-Banquet. No, hold on.
You can listen to the Macbeef-Banquet podcast on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, CastBox, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Podbean, Radio Public, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, and YouTube. Eat my dick.
And yeah, let's just say that did happen. What would you do, Henry, in that situation?
I would, burn the head, of course, and then
Burn your head? That's gross, dude. I don't want to hear
Burn
about
your
you burning your
butt.
penis.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine, like, you burn the head of your and then what you do is you brand someone with it. I'm kidding.
That's my fetish.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening, folks. It's been a great evening.
Filled with laughter and crying.
And guests,
Mostly the second
many
thing.
guests. Oh man, look at them
Indeed.
all. I definitely got super the guest vibes when he was when Gordo was filming himself. I was like, oh man, this reminds me of that short film that won a bunch of awards.
Yeah, man.
The
Yeah,
Guest.
the one that was way better than The Gift. It was called The Guest.
Yeah.
Made by 2 aspiring filmmakers. Well, sort of 3 actually.
Any whoosies. Yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week for the next episode of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast.
The Macbeef-Banquet podcast.
This is the Bang Bros signing out.
We'll bang, okay?